fast, a little too fast. Yeah, y'all, and I just kind of, that's what I wanted. I'm just playing around here, man, just having fun. And what I kind of want to emphasize on this video really is I kind of want to go back in time a little bit. And we talk about like this old school boom bap shit, different production techniques. I'm sampling a million pads worth of stuff. I just go crazy because I got so many of these samples, longer samples I couldn't take before. And what I'm trying to draw this up to is the bomb squad effect. What I mean is that I haven't come up with anything good yet. All right, but I will if I'm patient. I'm listening to my man Custodian right now, because the bomb squad, when they were dealing with Public Enemy and others, Ice Cube and others, man, and their shit was just, they had so much crammed into a loop. How did they do that? Listen to fucking Night of the Kids. Listen, go watch the video for Night of the Living Bassheads by Public Enemy. You gotta watch the video, Night of the Living Bassheads, Public Enemy. You know what I mean? Listen to that shit. Listen to Don't Believe the Hype. These kind of joints were just like, the samples were just so powerful. I know the fucking James Brown sample, but just the way they used it, and then just like that shit, just throw whatever in there. Anyway, the story about the Bomb Squad is they used to just play, and I wasn't there, but the story that I heard and then what we used to read about was like, they would just get, they would throw like everything but the kitchen sink into the S950, I guess. Or I don't know what they used, and they were using tape. And the story goes is they were just throwing just mad shit in there, just like what will mix, whole long samples over each other, and then they go back and play it back and just get a section of it that just lined up perfectly. So when I was fucking around with like that, those of y'all still watching, like when I was fucking around with the Bob James in there, that's just because, if you listen to those sounds of Nautilus, it's kind of like a freight train, you know what I mean, going around a curve, and like the little rocks are chipping, and that shit could just tip over, Nautilus just got this feeling to it, man. And I figure I just throw that with anything. So I just play with that, with these long ass samples for a while, fuck with Nautilus' samples, and then capture just that moment where the shit lines up dope. And that takes a while, so I just fuck with it for a while and play with it for fun, like you hear me doing. But then after a while I might get that loop. I'm no fucking Bomb Squad, but I have fun using that, as a way of as a part of my workflow, so I thought I would share that. I've been peeping out some other people's videos too, man, to your sites, and I checked out your shit when I had some time. Instead of like throwing on like Apple Music, I'll go check out some. And a lot of people are working with, definitely, I can't teach a lot of you guys anything, man. You guys have got a lot of you guys got great samples. You look back, you listen to the music, it's no wonder why the shit sounds like it sounds today. It's no wonder why people look at it the way that they do. When they look at rap music, they kind of cringe, right? It's gone all the way full circle back to fucking disco, right? I remember there was a time when I was a little kid and I would tell people I was into rap, and like, especially like the older white folks would be like, oh, you mean that? It's kind of what it's gone back to. Oh, you mean that embarrassing shit? That so that's a sad day, man. But I saw the writing on the wall, man. I saw the writing on the wall. For anybody who wanted to do anything that was conscious and positive without the addition of something really, really negative, the penalty was death, and it was enforced on everyone who fell a victim. What happened is like, so you don't see groups like, Boogie Down Productions or Brand Nubian or Poor Righteous Teachers or X-Clan or Intelligent Hoodlum. I go on forever, right? King Son, Rakim. You don't see these kind of groups like really emerging anymore at all. The ones that are like completely positive, you know what I mean? Those were part of the rules and regulations. They allowed motherfuckers to kind of come in when the independent labels were doing stuff, and they saw how well it was working with hip hop in the early '80s, man. What they saw, they said, all right, let's give this shit a shot. That's why you see like 4th and Broadway, Island Records in the 80s. You see these guys, they actually signing and promoting like these fully conscious, fully awoke, rap acts, you know what I mean? And, then they stopped. And why? you know, because they let the fire burn just long enough for the wick to fucking catch, right? And then once the wick catch and they didn't need that shit anymore, to sell a product, you know, to boost anything, then they full-fledged started betting on the other horse and saying, you know, so even when you see motherfuckers making a lot of sense, that have a lot of conscious stuff to add, you know, in their music, like a Jay-Z or like a Nas, there's always got to be that extra element. You know, you're not going to find any pure conscious music, you know, no pure conscious, you know, popular music, you know, coming after the late 90s. And with it, the sonic qualities of this shit, that's gone too. Because you know what? The other stuff can be engineered. It can be bought in a box. It can be imitated quickly. You know what I mean? The other aesthetic of hip hop that you're listening to now, that shit can be imitated quickly. You're not gonna need good artists to sit there and play ball to make fucking records. You know what I mean? For those of you guys that are doing stuff kind of outside of the industry, you know, which takes a lot of sacrifice, I definitely salute to you. And you know, keep doing y'all thing. You know, drop me some links to other stuff that I might enjoy.